What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Horror, and today we are back with another Scream ranking because I am just milking this franchise for everything I can get out of it. We've ranked the movies, the killers, and the kills, and now we're ending it off with my ranking of the 7 opening scenes. Now, I am going to be ranking only the opening scenes. The rest of the movie does not count. Like, doesn't matter if I think that it is the complete worst movie ever or I think it's the complete best movie ever. We're ranking the opening scenes only. So, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Let's get to the ranking. Coming in at number 7, my least favorite opening scene of the series was not much of a competition at all. It is by a landslide Scream 3. Now, this is just the most, I wouldn't say I have that much negative to say about it. It's just the most, meh. Because, Scream's known for their amazing opening scenes, and this one is not very good. It is Cotton. He is on a talk show, and he gets a call on the way home from Ghostface saying that he's in the house and he's going to kill his girlfriend. So then he races home, and apparently while he was on the way there, Ghostface used the stupid voice changer that can perfectly replicate anybody's voice just by hearing it once, which makes complete sense, obviously. And so she thinks that Cotton wants to kill her. So when he gets into the house, she is swinging a golf club at him and trying to take him out. And it does have a nice little Shining reference where he's like, "Give me the club," in reference to Jack Nicholson saying, "Give me the bat."
Give me the club, all right, honey? Give me the club.
Wendy, give me the bat.
But that's about all I get out of this because, then once they're arguing for a little bit, Ghostface just comes out, kills Christine, and then just kills Cotton, and that's pretty much it. So, I wouldn't say it's a bad scene. It's just by far the worst of the Scream series because they have amazing opening scenes. Coming in at number 6, I'm going with Scream 4. Now, this opening scene, we get 2 girls, and they're getting a creepy phone call from Ghostface. Pretty basic, pretty standard procedure here. Then they're told, "I dare you to open the door," and of course, because it's a slasher movie, the girl goes over and of course opens the door. But there's no Ghostface there because the Ghostface is already inside the house, and he stabs the first girl, and then the second Ghostface comes out and slashes the first girl's, or the second girl, whatever, the other girl's throat. And then we get our title card revealing that was Stab 6, not Scream. We get our characters, Anna Paquin and Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell, not Christian Bell, Kristen Bell. And they are watching a movie together, and Anna Paquin starts talking crap about horror movies, and this is where we get our super cool reveal where Kristen Bell just pulls out a knife and stabs her, and then it pulls back, and no, yep, that's Stab 7. Sorry, that's not the real opening scene yet. Now we get to the real opening scene, and that is these 2 girls who are, getting a creepy phone call from Ghostface, as per usual. And obviously, they, think that their friend is the one calling them, pranking them, and then they both get killed. It's a pretty standard, basic opening scene. The only thing really making it stand out is the double fake out, where it's like, oh, it's Stab 6, and then, oh, it's Stab 7, and I almost expected them to do it again, but no, the third one is the actual opening scene, but not any of the 3 opening scenes are anything that really stand out or impressive, so it's kind of cool that it does the double fake out, but otherwise it's just... Coming in at number 5, I'm going with Scream 7, one of the absolute worst Scream movies ever, probably the worst. It wasn't last place on my ranking, but, I get it if you think it's the worst. It actually has a pretty solid opening scene. I'm not going to say it's amazing, but it's decent, So we get these 2 people who are staying at the Mocker house that has been turned into an attraction, much like it has in real life, where it is known as, the Scream house. People go there, they can stay there. It's an Airbnb. But, this one, they go into the house, and they have, outlines of all the people that got killed in here. It's very insensitive, and I could see this I don't think this would really exist, honestly. I mean, maybe it might, but he's kind of, the guy is really into it. He's going around, you know, geeking out over everything Scream related, or I guess Stab related, and they have like this Ghostface animatronic that jumps out and scares the girl, and that was actually a pretty good jump scare. But then after that, you're like, well, it's just gonna be a reveal that Ghostface, that's gonna be really Ghostface in the end. Like, he's gonna swap out with the mannequin, and yeah, that's exactly what happens. So that's my one complaint for it. Otherwise, it's a pretty good opening scene because they get two great kills here. We get the guy who gets stabbed in the side of the head, and you see like the knife go through his eye, like inside of his head. Fantastic kill. I think I put it in my top tier in my kill ranking. And then the girl has that shot, you know, in the trailer where Ghostface is laying down and he rolls over, puts the knife on his stomach, and she lands on it. So that's a pretty good sequence as well. I can't talk today. So a pretty solid opening scene. Could have been better, but, you know, pretty good. Coming in at number 4, I'm going with Scream 2022 or Scream 5. Now, this opening scene is nothing crazy. It's just a nice back to basics opening scene because, you know, this one's commenting on requels, so it kind of goes back and just kind of does the same thing as the first movie again, but a little bit different this time. We get Tara, who is played by Jenna Ortega, and, you know, everybody in the theater immediately goes, oh my god, they're going to do a Drew Barrymore, and we're not going to get Jenna Ortega in here. Luckily, they don't. This is the only opening scene where the character survives, and she's only hospitalized here. But, like I said, it's pretty much just the first opening scene again. We get, you know, Tara gets some phone calls from Ghostface where she's asked some horror movie trivia, asked what her favorite scary movie is, all that good stuff, and then we eventually have a pretty good chase scene. I like a lot of the shots in this opening scene. I think it's shot very well. But yeah, we get a good chase scene where Tara is eventually attacked and nearly killed by Ghostface, but she manages to pull through here and is in the rest of the movie and Scream 6. So, yeah, it's just a back to basics good opening scene. There's nothing I don't like about it. It's not all that amazing. It's just a solid one. Coming in at number 3, I disrespected it in my ranking. I ranked it at last place, but the opening scene, not that bad. It's actually pretty good. Number 3, we have Scream 2. Now, yes, I'm sure a lot of people were pissed that I had it at last place on my Scream ranking because I've seen some people who consider this the second best Scream movie. I very much disagree with that. But if you think the opening scene is very good, I do agree with that. This is a pretty good opening scene. It is a nice, like, 1-2 punch with the original's opening scene. This one takes it to a public setting. We have Jada Pinkett Smith and her boyfriend in a movie theater watching the first Stab movie in theaters, and her boyfriend is the first one to get killed. He kind of, he goes to the bathroom, that's where it is. He goes to the bathroom, and he can hear noises coming from the stall to his left or right, I don't remember. But he ends up putting his head against the stall door, and then Ghostface is able to jam a knife through it and straight through his ear. So that's a pretty good kill. But then we get Jada Pinkett Smith, I don't know, or isn't it like Marine? Because it's like, yeah, I think it's Marine. Because it's like her mom's name. But she gets a pretty good kill as well because, you know, they're in a Stab movie theater. Everybody is dressed as Ghostface, so nobody notices when actual Ghostface sits down beside her and puts a knife in her chest. And because everybody's screaming and, like, you know, cheering at the movie, they can't hear it either. So it takes her running all the way up in front of the projector and screaming for them to actually realize that somebody got killed. And that's a horrific, like, being in a public, crowded space and not even being able to feel safe because nobody knows that you have been attacked is terrifying. And this is a very good opening scene. As I said, it's a good 1-2 punch with the original, so very good. Coming in at number 2, I have Scream 6. Now, this is not the greatest Scream movie. I think I had it in my, like, number 3 or 4. So I like it. But this opening scene is amazing. Like, I didn't consider even relatively moving it to the top spot because my number 1 is so damn good. But when I remembered this opening scene, I was like, oh, 100% second place. I don't think there's anything that even touches this movie at second place. It has such a fantastic opening scene because it also kind of does the fake out, but not the fake out that we get in Scream 4 where it's like, oh, it's stabbed. No, we get a fake out because we think that they just revealed to us who Ghostface is. We get this awesome opening scene with Samara Weaving getting killed, and it is heartbreaking because she's genuinely such a likable character in the amount of time that we get to see her. And that's pretty good. I mean, I think that's just, you know, Samara Weaving's charm. But, like, that on its own would have been a good opening scene, just Samara Weaving getting killed. But they decide to go a little bit further, and we see Ghostface go home. And then he pulls the mask off, and everybody in the theater, because I watched this one in theaters, gasped. Like, wait, we're not supposed to see that. That's not supposed to happen until later in the movie. But then the real Ghostface comes out and kills him. Before that, he opens the fridge to find his accomplice Ghostface chopped into pieces and stuffed in the fridge. But then he gets killed by real Ghostface. And just for that added fake out, that fake out is so good. But also the first opening scene where it's just, what's her name? I think it's like Laura Crane or something. Fantastic opening scene. But then you add on the Ghostface fake out, even better. So this is a fantastic opening scene and no doubt my second place. But there's not a chance in hell it's topping my number one. Number one, we have the original Scream. Like, it's not even close. This is the greatest horror opening scene in all of horror history. It is the greatest. I've heard arguments for like, oh, I think this opening scene is better. I think this opening scene is better. I don't think Scream is the greatest horror movie of all time, but this opening scene is without question the greatest opening scene of all time for me. I mean, you get like 3 iconic lines in here with like,
What's your favorite scary movie? I want to know who I'm looking at. You like scary movies?
like there's so many good lines in here. You get that awesome, terrifying moment where when I did my like top 10 horror movie lines, I did like a short on it. I want to know who I'm looking at instead of what's your favorite scary movie, because it's so terrifying when you hear him say, I want to know who I'm looking at. And it's like, because it takes you a second. At first you think, oh, he said, I want to know who I'm talking to. But then it's like, wait, no, he said, I want to know who I'm looking at. And it even takes her a second. And that's such a great moment. Then we also get, you know, the trivia scene, iconic as hell. Her boyfriend getting killed, iconic as hell. And then you get her being chased around the yard and eventually being put down by Ghostface. And then you get that gnarly, horrific scene where you see her body hanging from the tree and her parents come home. Just an all-around fantastic horror opening scene. Like, it is the scariest the Scream franchise has ever gotten. It is no doubt the best opening scene in the Scream franchise and ever. So, yeah. And that is going to be it for today's video. Remember, if you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. So, and you want to see more videos like it in the future, make sure to the bell notification to be notified when I post any brand new videos. Comment down below some more video ideas for me or your own personal ranking of all 7 opening scenes in the Scream franchise. I know this was a shorter video, but that's just because there's not as much to talk about when we're talking about like 5-minute scenes. When I'm talking about full hour-and-a-half movies, I got a little bit more to discuss. But when there's only 5 minutes to go through, not as much. So it's a little bit of a shorter video, but it's a video nonetheless. And I'm thinking of doing like an entire horror movie collection, like all my stuff that you see here, and over there, and over there, and over there, and all my horror movie stuff. So if you want to see that video, comment that you want to see it, because I don't want to make it if you guys don't want to see it. And I'll see you guys in either that video or whatever I post next. So, see you then.